It's Ash from Super Videos back for another Q&A video. This is going to be Q&A number 51. So as always, if you're not caught up with the Walking Dead's TV show and comic book, you may not want to watch this video because it may spoil some things for you. So before we get into this Q&A, I just want to mention that I recently did a movie review, the review for War for the Planet of the Apes. It's on the channel, so if you're interested, you can go and check out that review, and you can go into the comment section of that video to let me know what other movies you want me to review next. And hopefully I will be doing more of these movie reviews, and hopefully it'll be movies that you guys want me to review, not just the movies that I choose to review. So that being said, let's get right into the Q&A. So the first question comes from Royals King 35 Royal, and you ask, how could Beta return in an iconic way? That's actually a very interesting question. I think for Beta to return, it has to be in an unexpected manner, first of all, because he left in such a mysterious way, because it was basically right in the middle of some sort of conflict and he just kind of left the story. So if he's going to come back, he not only has to come back in an iconic fashion, but an unexpected fashion as well. So he has to return and surprise the audience. That doesn't mean that he has to come back and kill someone. That is a great way for that to happen because it's so iconic, it's so unexpected. But I think the only thing that's necessary is for the audience not to expect him, and for him to do something that is not only unexpected but is very shocking as well. So that's how I want him to return. So that could be for him to return and kill someone. That could be for him to return and attack like a community and wipe out a community. Or it could just be for him to go face to face with Negan when he comes back. So all of those are great ways for him to return. The next question comes from Donald Trump. Obviously not the real Donald Trump, because he's mostly on Twitter. He doesn't usually come to YouTube. Your question is, if Rick were gay, who do you think he would be gay for? I don't know, you can choose someone. You already made Rick gay, so just make someone else gay and make them go together. Or just choose either Jesus or Aaron, because they're both gay. But, you can choose yourself. The next question comes from Ronnie Thomas. You ask, do you know Breaking Bad, and so do you believe in the theory that Breaking Bad is a prequel to The Walking Dead? So I didn't follow Breaking Bad. I've actually not seen any episode, but I know about that theory, and I know enough about the theory to know that it's definitely a possibility for Breaking Bad to actually be a prequel, for sure. Now, obviously you would have to ask someone who watched both shows to tell you if it's realistic, if it makes sense or not. But just in general, what I know about it is that it's definitely possible, and there are definitely some hints there that point out to the fact that it is actually a prequel. The next question also comes from Ronnie Thomas. You ask, do you think there could be an astronaut in space? Yeah, it's possible, but I don't think that they would be able to survive for this long. Because obviously after society broke down, it would be very difficult for them to come back. And also, I don't think that they would have enough supplies to survive for this long. There could definitely still be astronauts that are alive in space, but I don't think it's that likely. The next question comes from John Borrego. You ask, if Rick gets killed off early in the series, could the show still go on without him? That's actually a very interesting question. I think if Rick died early on, it would just be a different show. I think a lot of what makes the show what it is right now is that it's Rick's story. So if Rick wasn't there, if it was someone else, like Shane, like Carl, like someone else, the story would have definitely been very different. And we can't really say that it wouldn't be able to survive without him. It would definitely be able to go on and even maybe be successful without Rick, but it would have just been a very different show, We are really just following Rick. This is Rick's story. So if Rick wasn't there, it would have been an entirely different storyline. We wouldn't have a lot of the elements we had, because a lot of the elements were basically there because it was Rick's story. It would definitely have been different. So that's it for this Q&A video. It was a short one. Again, if you want to check out my movie review for War for the Planet of the Apes, go and check out that review and let me know in the comment section of that video what movie you want me to review next. If you want to participate in the Q&As, write your questions in the comment section of this video here and ask your question. Make sure to put Q&A before your comment so I can find it. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.